Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. Today I wanted to cover the macro on Solana. First of all, I have this as a proposed 5 waves up. As for our standard rules, we have divergence between our 3rd and the 5th on the RSI. We also hit our targets on linear scale. We peaked through the 3.618 for our 3rd and peaked above the 4.618 for our 5th. Pretty strong bull market, but we still hit expected targets in a very strong market. After that, we had a complex correction coming down as either a double zigzag or a complex correction where we have a flat and a zigzag followed. Another textbook hit, we hit the 0.618 of that wave to pretty much the T at 852. There was the target, the 618. We just peeked through that. All those lead me to believe this count up to this point is correct. Off that low, we had pretty clean 5 waves up. Same thing, divergence between the 3rd and the 5th on the RSI. We then had a double zigzag correction here, WXY, at which point we exploded in another pretty clean 5 waves, pretty good separation between everything. So that leads us to where we are now. Now there's a couple ways to look at this. This is either going to be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and we launch for our 3rd of the 3rd, which is what I would like to happen, but not my preferred count at the moment. And we came up right to the between the 618 and the 786, which is expected for a smaller 1-2. So everything is in line for a 1-2, 1-2. My only concern is everything else in the market. Bitcoin, I have a different count for, so I'm having a hard time seeing how this one can take off with all the weakness I have in a couple other assets in the market. But I still will be taking this trade once we reach the 618 of this wave in log scale, this current wave here. That's at 1819. You can see right here, that's the log scale. We're already there on linear, I believe. Yeah, we're already there. But I don't see any rejection yet, so I assume we'll come to 1819 at least before we potentially launch for our 3rd up here around 92 bucks. Now, if that doesn't happen, we have to consider what else can happen. And what's going against this count is the fact on linear scale, we actually reach the 1-to-1. You can see this is the target right here. If this is an ABC, our ABC hit the 1-to-1 to the tick, which is a scary thought for how low this can go. This is a 335 standard zigzag. If that is the case, we should not hold. We shouldn't hold our 618 level, in which we're going to be taking our trade initially, and we should come down much lower. We should come between the 50 and the 786 of this entire proposed ABC here. I've highlighted the area for you. You can see it's between 1077 and 1603 in log. Linear, we're about there, but the lowest is 1316 for an ideal pivot. Again, I'll be sticking to log for this setup. Oh, if we get those larger term counts, I don't expect us to make new lows after that. Not yet anyways. I expect that to be a first A in a larger ABC move. There's either an ABC or a WXY double zigzag. So after we get to this area, I'll pull the 1-to-1 pivot, but we won't know what that is till the bottom's in. But I would expect somewhere around this area over here. There's a lot of resistance. And it will probably be around the 1-to-1. As you can see, that looks pretty clean right there if we come that low. And if you've seen my Bitcoin count, Again, after this happens, I would expect that to be a larger A in a larger time frame, or a larger W for a WXY to higher highs. So you can get pretty bullish markets even in what I consider most likely going to be a bear market, but also challenging all-time highs in that bear market. It'll just happen slower over the next year or two, at which point, if we get that, I expect this all to be a B wave in potentially a running flat or expanded flat. Probably running flat, where we get 5 waves down, we don't make a new low. This creates our larger correction, our massive, probably 5-6 year long correction before we actually make new highs after the fact, where we really take off in the market. So that's what I'm looking at for our long-term counts. Again, I don't want this to happen. It just seems most likely at the point, looking at everything else. I will be taking this long once we're set up for it. I'll be entering here at the 618, stop at this low, and I will be targeting way up at that third wave target, hoping that I am wrong and we are way more bullish than I am expected. That's what I'm hoping happens. But have to be aware that if we come down here, this could be just an A wave, and if we grind sideways, I'll look to take my entry out of there, go short for this one, and scalp that before getting our long for our C. I'm hoping we don't grind sideways, and from this bottom we V-cut, and then we can add to our long there and just keep going. But you see, we'll have to be moving pretty fast for the third wave to confirm itself. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. I will be making a video for every scalp I take down to the 15-minute level on this channel. Leave any comments or questions below. Thanks for watching.